Hey, I'm Sohil, and here are 3 things you should do before you even apply for jobs as a developer. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I've been through this process myself multiple times, and I haven't made it through 100% of the times, which I think is important for you to know, and I'm very actively involved in the hiring process. Along the way, I've found some high-impact, low-hanging fruits. I mean, you can do this in an evening and the job might find you. It doesn't matter what level you're at. You could be a bootcamp graduate or a 15-year veteran of the industry. These low-hanging fruits can make a difference for you. Let's dive straight into this. First up is LinkedIn. Over the past few years, LinkedIn has become a great social platform to explore different types of opportunities. I'm not here to say that you should post on the platform every day or ever, but you should have a decent profile. Make sure you filled out your past experiences with as much detail as possible, whether it's what you did at the bootcamp, your previous experiences, or what you're currently doing at your role. Also, you should definitely say that you're open for work. This isn't to say, again, that you'll take in every opportunity that comes along your way, but it is a good way to find out what types of roles are available in your current market and what type of compensations they're willing to pay you. And you never know, you might find your next role this way. Great, you're on LinkedIn, and as we know, developers are in demand. So, recruiters are likely to get in touch with you. And what do recruiters ask for? You guessed it, number 2 on the list is CV. I know that filling out your CV is a chore, but luckily for you, you've just filled out your LinkedIn profile. And this should make filling your CV out much easier. But don't go crazy. My rule is to keep it to 2 pages max. We're all humans, we're all busy, and no one's going to read 2 pages. And if they do read those 2 pages, they're likely going to skim it. So make it easier for them to skim those 2 pages. Do put your education in. As much as I would like it to not matter, it still does. Even though some companies recently have taken a track back and not made degrees a requirement, they are still looked upon favorably and sometimes even required. But not to worry if you don't have a degree, because there's still plenty of jobs available. Just look at me, no degree, but I'm still thriving. Let them know what you do outside of coding. Everyone likes to work with people with hobbies outside of work, and especially people who they can relate to. Finally on our list, number 3 is GitHub.
Really?
Yes, really. GitHub now has a profile README, which you can fill in with the information that's found on your CV or your LinkedIn profile. I'll leave a link down below to a great article on CSS tricks by Chris Coyer. If you've already done it, I still recommend just reading that because it's really great. Now, why do I suggest GitHub? SEO. That's right. GitHub has phenomenal SEO. I've personally been approached, and so have a lot of other people been approached via GitHub. So I definitely recommend that as something you do. And that's it. Follow these 3 simple steps to get a head start on building your online presence. Recruiters are always looking for developers. Help them help you by being visible online. These things often feel like formality, but actually, this is your first impression to not only the recruiter, but also the engineer who will be interviewing you. If you get this right, you control the narrative and let them know what to think about you. If you do this half-heartedly, however, then you leave gaps for the engineer who's going to be interviewing you to fill in the gaps subconsciously. And sometimes, if you're not a white male, that's not going to work in your favor. Trust me. So, control your narrative. That's it from me on this one. Do you think I've missed a vital area that should be covered before you start your job hunt? Or is there a technique that you've tried that's actually worked out? Then let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.